my, whoa, my, my, whoa, my, whoa, my, whoa. Hello again. Um, I gotta find something other than call y'all in my nerd mafia because apparently that's been taken, and I don't want to be sued. This is Chef Boy. He's cute. Back again with another Caveman Grunting podcast episode Quattro. Today we are going to be talking about the Toya Toro interview. What he said. Everything is canon now, so at least that's what I've been seeing on the intro web. I waited to actually read the interview to just about what you're about to see. Of course, Marvel Rivals. I love. We must speak again about our problems with one another. Um, don't buy Madden, please. Don't buy Madden, and of course, I'm gonna get into it later. Please don't buy Madden 26. It's time for this to be over, and we got to do the same thing to 2K. It has to happen. Maybe I read the comic that I've been writing. I've been told that it's pretty gripping, kind of like kind of like a detective noir comic. Maybe I'll read it. Maybe I don't. And lastly, but not leastly, maybe that won't be last. Let's see what I do. Anime hot takes. We're going to be reacting to the video or a video. People giving their anime hot takes at a convention. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And I told you I'm going to keep getting better. Ka-cha! Look at that. Yeah. Now you can actually see it. All right, here we go. So this is him pretty much glazing the situation he's in. But what we want to get to is down here. Third row. Dragon Ball success lies in a story that is simple in a good way. I think we're kind of tired of that. But I guess when there's a fight, there's no need to read a block of text to understand. This makes the series accessible to everyone, no matter who you are or where you live in the world. The simplicity of the work is its strength. So we're going to move down because this is more glazery.
Contact with Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, and a Star Wars.
His favorite character is Granola. Now, if you haven't read the manga or had somebody read the manga to you, Granola is part of this latest arc where you get Black Air Force Frieza, pulls up, and I'm gonna spoil it for you. You know I'm gonna spoil it for you. If you don't want to spoil it for you, you might want to go way back to when this arc started after the Moro arc. I'm gonna spoil it for you though. After all of this with what are they, the heaters? Gas, they and this is why I'm tired of Dragon Ball stories. They just wish for the power now. They just wish for Frieza didn't wish for his power, but Granola and Gas wish for the power to take on Goku and Vegeta. And it has this whole thing to do with Bardock and a different Namekian way back. Or a different Namekian, different Dragon Balls, all that. But these guys, Gas and Granola, just wish for the power. I don't like that. I don't like it. So after this whole fight, Ultra Ego, Vegeta, Ultra Instinct can't take Granola or Gas for real. They're getting their ass kicked the whole time. Black Frieza pulls up. After they win the fight, Black Frieza pulls up. Pow, took Gas out. Lost on him and then dipped. So his favorite character being Granola, I kind of already see where this is going.
I wanted to draw Dragon Ball. At the time, there were card games in which I drew the main characters.
Here we go.
I went to see the Japanese
he wasn't
publisher
expecting
Shueisha,
Akira Toriyama to die.
and he was like, "Hey, I'm actually drawing the." I wasn't expecting.
And I'm gonna actually mute this fella. No, I don't need you to read for me. I read perfectly fine. I don't know where they got that he declared everything canon, but that's what I've been seeing. Anywho, and if that is true, that means every character that we've ever had is canon as well. And so, right now there is a different interview, a different talk with Toriyama back in the day, where he pretty much said, yeah, all of that stuff doesn't exist. All the movies, most of the movies, it doesn't exist. It's some other stuff that he didn't have his hand on. And so before now, Cooler was not canon. The Trunks that we get in Xenoverse was not canon. A couple other people were not canon before now. And now that they're saying all of this is canon, that means go back to your favorite movies, watch them again, and see if they're going to implement these characters. And one of my favorite movies, Cooler's Revenge. I'm so glad Cooler is now canon. I am. Because, and I have this debate with my brother where he's like, oh, Cooler is mentioned somewhere. He's not. Cooler's not mentioned anywhere in the main anime. He's not even mentioned in the manga. So, shout out to them for finally making this canon, because Cooler definitely needed to be there. We needed a golden Cooler, a black Cooler. That would have been. Imagine Cooler pulling up on Goku in his blue form or in his Ultra Instinct form, and like, I'm stronger than Frieza. So you're not finna do all that to me. Pack him out, bro. This is it. Like, this is the time that they need to start bringing everybody in. But this was one of my favorite movies. Cooler's Revenge. Pulled up to Earth on him. Look, I came to get you, boy. In his final form, way more beastly and scary than Frieza's. I promise you. Man, go watch Cooler's Revenge. And the other one, even though we have a canon Broly, this, the OG Broly that we grew up with, yo. This new Broly is a weenie. I'm not going to lie to you. He's a weenie. This Broly marched through the Kamehameha wave, grab him in the face. Let's do this. He was packing out the whole squad all at once, not just Goku and Vegeta. OG Broly was the one. I'm sorry. He was just senseless violence. We loved it.
And Toriyama was like, that looks great. Go for it. I mean, that's pretty high praise. When Akira Toriyama passed away in 2024.
As a manga artist, what I would like in the future is to continue evolving and always improve, to have multiple approaches to create funnier manga, to improve my drawing and storytelling skills. That's my goal.
I wasn't expecting
now,
it. For a while, I was a little lost. I didn't really know what to do.
We debunked this.
There were many messages of comfort throughout social media.
Maybe we've debunked this right here in this podcast, because nowhere in this interview does he talk about everything being canon. Nowhere at all. Yeah, I don't know where they said it, but let's go ahead and move on. The next topic. Let's go ahead right into the anime hot takes, since we're on the anime
takes.
People think that Yugi is a cheater, but I disagree with that. You think it's all legit? I think
Yugi is definitely a cheater. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I still play Yu-Gi-Oh! From time to time, Master Duels, even though it frustrates the hell out of me, because sometimes you just play somebody that's playing solitaire with themselves. You don't even get your turn. I promise you, somebody's turn took like 30 minutes. I was on the road. Somebody else was driving. I was on the road, and his turn took from one spot, from point A to point B, and he was still flipping and flapping cards. They need to do something about that on that game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely cheated. Yugi definitely cheats. Yami definitely cheats. There's like some of the stuff he does is not even in the game. You can't do that. That card doesn't work like that. Out of here with this fella. Out of here with this fella.
all legit. Well, here's the thing. Yes, Yugi is probably a cheater, but if you know anything about anime street survival, we don't make
and debate at the mere mention of the word. But let's see how a mid-anime to some is a favorite to others.
What would you say is the greatest anime of all time?
Solo Leveling, because in every episode, Sanji Woo always locks the freak in, my boy.
Yes. Hey, look, anime street survival.
That guy don't get outside. You can't beat. Is this video just going to disappoint me with people? You can't be serious with this. Solo Leveling is the best anime of all time. Ooh, doggy. 2 seasons in. 2 seasons in, it's already the best anime of all time, huh? Y'all, there's no way that this young of an anime has stands already. There's no way. This is not possible. This is not possible.
Number 1, lock in.
Boy.
My hottest anime hot take is that I feel like us Western fans need to branch out to more genres instead of always watching aura farming shonen shows. Go watch Land of the Lustrous, by the way.
I like the 2016 Berserk.
Okay, he's got a point. Some of these slice of life animes and some of these other animes, they do deserve a chance. And we as the Western audience do kind of cater to the action aura farming anime. But it's good. It's good. I have a whole series called Multiverse's Most One-Sided Beatdowns. I want to see this stuff because like, I guess it's the other anime, they're too much about life. And this is the reason I watch anime and I read comics and all of that, because life is already shit. Life is already, like, man, life already sucks. I don't want to try to be entertained by something that has to do with real life. It's not entertaining to me. It's not entertaining to me.
Anime. I think more Berserk is better than no Berserk. Even if the animation's a little janky, I think it's amazing, and that clang sound the sword makes is iconic.
See, I can understand your take, because the more reference material you have to add to your street survival repertoire, the stronger you will become. And strength is everything. Just ask Princess Peach. I mean, come on.
Full Metal Alchemist, an iconic anime franchise, but which version is superior? This congoer had this to say.
The first Full Metal Alchemist is better than Brotherhood.
Okay, from the dropped jaw of my cameraman, and I'm sure the exasperated gasps of the peanut gallery, there's some.
I have a reason, okay?
I'm not the peanut gallery. Anywho, that's debatable. I personally like all of Full Metal Alchemist. It has, to me, it's got no bad episodes, for real. It's got no bad episodes to me. Full Metal Alchemist is one of them ones, yo. You can't go wrong with the first one or Brotherhood. You just can't. You just can't. There's no. But this, I don't know if she has a point. Let's continue. Let's hear her explain it, y'all. Let's hear her explain it.
So the first one was made when manga was halfway through and they had to go off book and create their own thing. The narrative is so much tighter and everything works so much better. I love the fact that the homunculi are, spoilers, actual people that were resurrected, and then using their body parts, finding out their backstories. Like, that was such a great narrative moment. This is such a beautiful piece of art.
So that extra little bit of creative freedom gave them the chance to actually improve on the material, in your opinion?
Absolutely.
I don't got time to do all of these. Let's see if it gets spicy.
Anime hot take, no need to hold back.
Biggest hot take, I want all the smoke. Hunter x Hunter, the Chimera Ant arc is trash. You can say nothing to me to hype it up in any way, shape, or form. It is not good. It is nowhere near the best anime arc.
That guy's got a point. Chimera Ant art was trash. Utter trash. It was so trash that they took that arc was so trash that they just went to explaining everything that was going on. That's how trash that arc was. The characters, chef's kiss, but that arc, the Chimera Ant arc, trash. It was like, it kind of took me out, but I was too invested to stop watching. But that Chimera Ant arc, it was no. The narrator stole the show on that one. I promise you. The only thing that art gets for me is my favorite character, and this is why I need a clothing line. I'm gonna have a clothing line with all the like C-list and D-list characters that nobody really talks about, but it was like kind of my favorites. Homie with the pipe, homie with the spot with the pipe and the smoke. That was my guy. He waited bro out. He had it down. Chimera Ant arc was trash though. He was the best part of it. He was the best part of it.
Of all time, and that's it.
Okay, well, we probably lost half of the people watching this video and they're already looking for your name and address. But before they get here, go ahead and take all the sensible people still in their seats. What is the greatest anime of all time, in your opinion?
My opinion, I can't even say it's the greatest because I know it has flaws, but my favorite is Black Clover.
Black Clover.
Black Clover
And I
is
haven't
well
finished
known
watching
as
Black
a
Clover.
hotbed of hostility.
I have not finished watching Black Clover. I started it. Let's go. Let's continue.
And My Hero Academia with the crying. Put it together, not even working. Yes, sir.
As you can see,
Whoa, let's go back to that one. What did he
Back home
say?
with, tell us, what do you think puts it at the bottom of the barrel in your opinion?
First of all, the main character, he screams way too much. I know that's his gimmick,
Oh, wow.
but the thing is, he cries half the time as well. We don't need a main character crying and screaming majority of his dialogue.
So you've got basically the worst of both Dragon Ball with the screaming
Right.
and My Hero Academia with the
Well,
crying.
I don't
Put
know.
it together, not even working.
Yes, sir.
as you can see, Zone 2 level hot takes have the potential to ruin friendships, test loyalty, and
What is your hottest anime hot takes? No need to worry. You're an imaginary internet pixel person. They can't reach you.
Jotaro, worst JoJo out of all of them. I do not understand how people can tolerate a grown man calling his mom a derogatory term. I can't swear. But I don't care if he's flashy. I don't care about Star Platinum. He gets away with too much, and there's way better JoJos.
So the mama disrespect.
Jotaro's the worst Joestar? What? I say Giovanni was the worst. I didn't like Giovanni at all. I didn't like Giovanni at all. And you can't say Joseph, because Joseph is the man. Josuke was Josuke wasn't even good enough to make it out his own arc. He wasn't even good enough to make it out his own arc. And you're saying Jotaro was worse. The man that beat Dio? Bruh, y'all be wilding at these conventions, y'all. Y'all be wilding.
Immediate disqualification.
Immediately. Can't do it. He's also kind of sort of a deadbeat dad, too. And I don't know how people like it so much. So
All of them are deadbeat dads. First Joestar literally died. Second Joestar. Okay, I give you him. He got around. But again, deadbeat dad until his kid was grown. Two of them. Jotaro, his daughter didn't like him because of his job. He's just an internet pixel person, Kata. All right.
This guy's just not a good person at all.
nah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
That's a shame. And look, if there's anybody in this world that I respect, it is Anime Street Survival C2E2 2025 here with the legendary Anime Sundays. Thank you for stopping in. Now let me ask you, what is your hottest anime hot take? And don't worry, you're safe. I'm here.
It may not be the hottest of hot, but I'm gonna say Subaru gotta be the worst MC of all time. Not gonna cap to you. As an isekai main character, it's not even the fact that you're regular, it's just that you're doing things that I feel like make you more lame. Like you're
I don't know who that is, so we're gonna move on. Maybe it's something I should get into.
Taken. You've been cooking this one up for a minute.
He's got Nakatsuki head
Honestly, I feel like JJK is better than the top 3 anime right now. Okay, for starters, JJK has some very, very nice character development, very better character arcs. Honestly, season 1, it really gets you into it. Honestly, I love the story. But season 2, man, we get to like...
I like me some Jujutsu Kaisen, but nah, bro. Not top 3. Can we stop crowning these people so early? It's so young. It's so new. Can we stop crowning them so early? Y'all be... Yeah, man. I get it. It's the new hotness, but I sound like Denny Green.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were.
They are who we thought they were.
Some of these hot takes may offend. We don't care.
Oh.
Some of these hot takes will put people in mortal danger. Once more, we don't care. What is your hottest anime hot take? No need to hold back. I'm here. You're safe.
My hottest anime hot take. One Piece is overrated. Everyone talks it up. It's too long. I can't sit there and watch people travel around the world doing random shit.
If it takes 100 episodes to get interesting, it's not interesting. I'm sorry, One Piece. I'm so sorry, One Piece stands. I can't do this with you every time. And I know you're gonna come for me in the comment section because you're like the part of the beehive or the barbs. Y'all are just you're trolls. If it takes me that long to get into it, bro, I'm not into it. Sorry.
Slander of One Piece's length and quality is an immediate candidate for Zone 3 hot takes and is considered
hell, and none of that twin bull with the rest of it. It should have just ended with him with him
that's
killing.
spoilers. I ain't seen it.
Shao Tucker did nothing wrong. He did what he needed to do for the advancement of science, and I can respect that.
Okay, my cameraman is inching forward with murder in his eyes. So before we run out of time,
He did not. He did not. He did not just say that. He didn't. He didn't. The man he who shall not be named. Yo. Hey, yo. Wait. I stopped listening to what he said after he said that man was right. Hold on. Can we go? What is that? 441.
my cameraman is inching forward with murder in his eyes.
Shao Tucker did nothing wrong. He did what he needed to do for the advancement of science, and I can respect that.
Okay, my cameraman is inching forward with murder in his eyes. So before we run out of time, what do you feel makes the actions justified? This is going to take some convincing.
Yeah. It's not cool what he did to his daughter, but somebody needs to make sacrifices for science.
What is your hottest anime hot?
I'm a bit lightheaded after that one. Wow. Oh no. Okay, we gotta go.
There's
gotta
no
move
need
on.
to hold back. I'm here. You're safe.
Evangelion had good ideas, but it sucks ass. And Gurren Lagann is just a more coherent version of it.
Worst anime of all time, without question.
Hands down, Demon Slayer. And I don't care what anyone says about it. Demon Slayer, hands down. The video games are trash. Like, when I tell you unmemorable characters.
I'm not gonna let you do that, buddy. I'm not gonna let you do that, Baldy. Look here. Demon Slayer is a good anime. Not great. Good, great-ish. It's on the line. It's not trash. The stories they tell are pretty good. I don't like how much Tanjiro cries. I can't, the crying MC, like, that almost took me out of My Hero, the fact that he cried so much, and it's probably going to take me out of Black Clover. Can we look? I get we like emotion in our anime, but our MC doesn't need to cry for half their dialogue of half of the show. They don't. They really don't. This guy saying it's trash though. Yeah, he was just trying to be scathing, and that's it.
Terrible. Like I bought a Demon Slayer game for PS5. I definitely returned it back to GameStop.
And y'all stop buying anime games. I'm gonna make this same point. I'm gonna make this very same point with Madden and 2K later. Stop buying anime games. They're not going to give us anything different if you keep buying the garbage that they shovel out to us. I'm almost about to say stop buying Pokemon games, because if you look at it, Pokemon is one of the most highest grossing companies in the world. Why don't your games have voice actors? Why am I still reading text across the screen? Every Naruto game lacks intricacy. I can't even get the word out. Every Naruto game lacks intricacy. They do. It's just mash the buttons. There's not a lot of skill to it. Be quicker at it. Like, it's not. And then, what's the other one? The One Piece game, trash. They want to make an open world. They want to make an open world game, but I do want to be able to press more than one button to attack, and they're just going to keep giving us the same. You can say the same thing about. You can say the same thing about literally every anime game, every one that they make. It's just a couple buttons. Every anime game is trash. Don't judge Demon Slayer off the game they made. They copied the same formula that everybody else did to get paid.
Anime Street Survival here at C2E2 2025. Yes, it's a lot of numbers, but for those that don't do math, it's a convention. You're welcome. Here with the one and only legendary Ozzy the Virus once again. Now, Ozzy, we got a hot take from you at DreamCon.
One Punch Man is trash. Fairy Tail artwork is trash. Dragon Ball Z, I loved it growing up, but the storyline trash. Should have never snubbed Gohan.
Yes. But and it took off.
He's right. They should have never snuffed Gohan. They did. I hated that. I hated that they did that to Gohan. Then you're gonna give him just a random power boost with one of the latest movies.
Had me cooked for no reason.
And look, all that means is you are well done. That's all it is. But for all of the uncultured, uncooked swine out there that had some choice words in the comments, what do you have to say to them? Do you still stand by what you said?
Don't get me wrong, I said I'm a Dragon Ball fan, so this is coming from real love as, you know, someone who really loves the show. Now, I will say this, Diamond was cool. I know the timing of it, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, Toriyama. But we all know, like, certain things could have been exploited a little bit more, but you know what? It was great for what it was.
All right, now one final question. Again, since we've already pissed off half the internet, let's take it further. 100%. Worst anime of all time, without question. Bottom of the barrel.
Seven Deadly Sins is ass. The art is ass. The way they are drawn, ass. Storyline, half ass. If you really look at it and watch it some more, it's a 2-pack of ass, bro. Like, I'm not fucking with it, bro.
Now look, some people love ass, understandably so.
Yo, he came from one of my favorites. Seven Deadly Sins. He didn't. He was on something when he was watching it. That's it. Nah, the bond between Meliodas and Bond, or Undead Bond, the way that Meliodas and I forget her name, silver-haired chick. Y'all will get it in the comment section. The way that they bonded, not the way they bonded. The way that they parents did them, shady. Get on up out of here, bro.
But we're talking like some crusty, unwashed cheeks on this one. Yeah, desist. We don't do that around here. In your opinion, worst anime of all time, save people their time and energy.
Baki. Baki is absolute ass. I'm gonna tell you why. First thing, Baki's opening episode tells you it's about to be a 10v1 fight for the youngest fighter that they've ever seen that's the world's strongest. And it's supposed to be all death matches. Who's died in Baki so far? I'll wait. Nobody. One dude broke out of prison in the ocean in a sub, got to the surface, pulled up on Baki, and did not take that boy's life. What are we talking about here? Baki went to prison with all the hitters. Nobody killed him. What are we talking about here? Even Kaneki killed people. Baki's a joke to me, bro. A dude lost his hand and they let him get it back. No, I'm done with this show. Y'all garbage. Garbage. Y'all lucky y'all got that Netflix contract.
Sounds to me like Baki is not someone that knows how to get things done. What are your hottest anime hot takes? You're safe. No need to hold back.
If you have to include fan service in your anime, it's not a good anime.
Whoa. Well, no, I didn't mean to pause right there. That was not on purpose, y'all. Wow. Look here. I'm all for fan service. All for it. It does get out of hand. It really does. It really does get out of hand with the fan service. Like, I'm trying to watch a fight. I don't,
Shocking footage in real time of how hot takes can turn friendships sour and even lead to physical altercations. Who knows what would have happened had I not been there?
What would you say are your best animes of all time? Put them on to something incredible.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Blue Period. Oh my god, it's so underrated. I love Blue Period. Blue Period. No, it's not good. Blue Period.
Whoa.
Blue Period ain't that good. Get out. No, it's good, but it's not that good. It's not as peak as it could. Stop spreading misinformation, Chase.
Well said. Well, thank you for your time. Be good to each other. It's a convention, and there should be nothing but love out here.
That would have burned down the convention and most likely
completely. It's all gas, no plot. Every character that's supposed to be dope, they. Okay. Sung Jin Woo, Solo Leveling, most overrated anime ever. It's
Ooh.
all gas, no plot.
So we're not even stopping at mid here.
He does have a point there. It is all gas and no plot. It is. Unless I'm missing something, but I haven't read the manga, but it is kind of all gas and no plot. He does and there's no hot sizzling beef. You know, I like my steaks in my anime. We need some hot sizzling beef, and there is none.
Because that will at least save you some wrath on the internet. You're saying complete waste of time.
I disagree completely.
It's all gas, no plot. Every character that's supposed to be dope, they asses laid out every boss battle. Jinwoo come in with I need a slow motion video, right? But Baki got some plot though.
I was gonna buy that jacket.
The plot.
Oh, hold on, y'all. He is rocking my Red Hood jacket. I was so finna buy that. Now I don't want it anymore because I've seen him in it. What is this?
Had dubs in SOA.
Who else has got dubs outside of Asuna and Kirito? Klein? No. The black shop owner? No.
Yuki beat Kirito.
The one plot person they threw out there, so you had some level of heartstring.
You got damn right. I cried for that. I was like, oh damn,
she
died.
matters to me as much as Neji getting killed.
Oh,
I don't care.
You interviewing this?
I don't care.
I didn't care when Neji died either. I didn't. I told y'all it was when Neji went out. Unceremonious death for Neji. Very unceremonious death. All right, we got to move on from this. I don't want to be editing too much, but we are going to. Let's go. I talked about it already. Look, y'all, and I mean, let me put myself on the big one for this. Look, y'all, because I need you to be looking at me when I say this. Do not buy Madden 26. Don't do it. Let me take that down. And then I'm going to say it again after I take this down because I need you. Don't look at the words. There's no words anymore. Look at me. Look at me. Don't look at that screen. Oh, other way. Don't look at that screen. Look at me. Don't buy Madden 26. And there's a very specific reason why, as a community, we should decide that we're not buying this game. Way back in 2005, EA Sports signed a contract with the NFL. And this contract states that EA Sports is the only company allowed to make simulation-style football games, which is what you see here with Madden. Okay? Before then, we had games like Game Breaker, Game Day, Bell Blitz, ESPN. Madden was there too. But we also had what was it? NFL Street. We had a plethora of NFL games, and we didn't just have to stand for the shit that Madden's shoveling out. And for 21 years, they have had an unsung monopoly on football simulation style games, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. And look, you can't tell me that we haven't been given the same product for the last 15 years. You can't tell me that. It's been the same rehash. Just watch this. And when we watch this, we're gonna play a game. I'm gonna play a game with you. Game time. Every time that you see an animation that they had in the game last year, I want you to say, there it is. I'm gonna do it with you. Watch. Years with NFL data. Oh, I didn't pause it in time. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. They had that dance in the game last year. Yep, there it is. That was in the game. That's two. There it is. That was there last year. There it is. There it is. Two of them. We're at 4. We ain't even 30 seconds into this clip. There it is. There it is. There was right there when he stretched the ball over. There was another one. And we're falling for this. Oh, that's new. There it is. There it is. There it is. Something else. Right there when he jumped over him.
And you see it there. Whiteout conditions remain in effect as we are back.
Oh, golly, weather.
The second half.
There it is. Oh, you put the backwards jump in there. Whoopsie. I'm telling you, all this stuff is stuff that they either had in the game before that they took away, or it's stuff that was just in the game last year. It's nothing new. It's a glorified roster update. Please don't buy this game. This is the last year of their monopoly. We can end this. We can end this now. We can get... I know 2K is not doing much better with NBA, but hey, let's give them a chance. Let's give them a chance. This is ridiculous. Oh, there it is. There it is. That stretch out he just did, that was there last year too. And so, I'm not going to read you all of these notes. Because you're a grown person. I think you're a grown person. What they didn't add is what's not on here. Oh, finally, you put mascots in the game. Why were the mascots not there before? Were they? Who cares? I don't care about the mascot. I'm a franchise player. I don't care about the mascot. I care about the presentation. I may or may not play online, but when I do, I need some realness to it. This is not cutting it. This is not cutting it. Oh, he's up there in the rafters. Who cares? I don't care. Because I guarantee you what's still not in the game. They still don't keep track of the Super Bowl winners. That's something they used to have in the game. I bet you they don't keep comprehensive stats on the game still. I bet you the challenge play system is still the game. I bet you the challenge play system is still the same. I guarantee you all of these things. It's all still the same. They're not getting anything new. And we used to have stuff like this. I will forever sing this game's praises because you used to be able to and I wish I could show a video. Maybe I'll do it right now. This is what we used to get in the game. Now, with Madden, let me pause. With Madden, it would just be they throw those stats up on the screen. They throw a couple highlights in there, and then they have Charles Davis and whatever the hell other brother's name is say the same thing that they said last game. This is what you will get. So not only do you have the highlights and the stats and a ticker at the bottom, if you didn't notice it, there's a ticker at the bottom. You had Chris Berman. Talking through your highlights. Yeah, it's a bit wonky because it's back in 2005. Madden's halftime show would have been over already. We'd have been done with this. We would not still be doing highlights and talking about them. I'm not here to watch this. But you know what else Madden used to have in the game? They used to have a radio show in the season. They used to have a radio show during season. where the guys would talk about what the decisions you made. I remember I had a quarterback that I had just drafted. I think I was playing with the Browns. Whatever. I like picking hard teams to play with. I was playing with the Browns. I drafted a quarterback, and I had a veteran, but the veteran wasn't doing what I needed him to do. So I decided I'm going to put the rookie in. That week on the radio show, they were talking about I was throwing the kid to the Lions. This is on Madden. This is back in 2005. And you're telling me they can't do this now with more money and better graphics? They've gotten lazy. It's the same thing with 2K. 2K's gotten lazy. They did. And you keep buying the game. You keep buying the game. I don't buy these games when they drop no more. I buy them when they go on sale. Or I game share with somebody else. But I do not buy these games that, no, I'm not buying. You're not getting $60, $70 from me no more for a glorified update. For a glorified roster update. I'm not doing it no more. Stop doing this to yourselves, people. You will get a much better product if you let them have competition. But if Madden gets this monopoly again, I'm not doing it. Only reason I got NCAA is because, I still call it NCAA. Only reason I got college football is because we hadn't had one since 2013. That's the only reason I got that game. Stop letting them do this to us. Please. Please stop letting them do this to us. All right. Moving on. What am I finishing with? Rivals? Yes, Rivals. Marvel Rivals Season 3. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm going to let Crash Out Rio do a bit of this for me because he says a lot of things that I say. Season 3, it's almost like the player field has gotten worse. And y'all, can y'all please stop putting Phoenix in the competitive matches? Stop playing with her. You don't know how to use her. You're selling. You're selling. And people are so afraid to tank now, it's ridiculous. And me as a group man, I get tired of it. I walk out there to a hail of bullets just to go down. And then nobody moves up on my death. It's like everybody, the whole team is shooting me. What are y'all shooting at? What are y'all shooting at? Y'all know how to move up to take space? Y'all know how to play behind your tank? You're not following me in? I'm not ignorant of what's going on during the game. Hey, y'all, help me. Let's go. Let's move. Keep Groot alive. I'm going to let him do some of this for me, though.
Trying to create space is that people make the tank work on their own to be like, get the space. You're not creating space. Yeah, when I'm doing stuff to create space, you have to have aggression to move with me. That's all I'm saying. You have to move with the tank while the tank is creating space. While the tank is getting counters and blowing up big moves, you now create space by pushing down. We got to push. The tank and I alone cannot just push to create the space because the tank is just one person. You have to follow. It's like the magic school bus. The tank is the driver. Everybody else is following in the back. If your kid get left at the bus stop, I'm sorry, we don't got full power. That's all I'm saying. Now, to follow up, Groot is a different tank, right? Groot is a very tanky tank, slow-moving tank who fears Wolverine because he gets chopped down. But the reason why Groot is good and he can also solo very well is because Groot removes support from the other tank. What does that mean? That means that
That means when I put this iron wall behind the other tank, everybody fire at him. That's what that means. I don't swing fast enough for me to take him down by myself quickly. It's not going to happen fast by myself. So when I put this wall up between him and his healers, burst them down. Buck them down. Get your best moves out right now so we can move. So I can create this space. But you jabronis don't know how to do that. I was on a match the other day, and I swear, because I was done with competitive. I was so done playing competitive. I had 3 people leave. And it was just, I was about to drop rank. I was like, yeah, I'm good off of this. I just got the gold. I'm not about to drop back down. I went to quick match. Then I was like, I'm not tanking no more because I was solo tanking on competitive. So I let somebody else do it. He was playing as a thing. Homie had 10 deaths. 10 deaths in the first round of a domination match. He had 10 deaths in the first round. And people were in the game chat talking about, yo, switch tank, you're not tanking well enough. And me, as one of the people, because clearly there's not that many people that solo tank on this game. Me as a fellow solo tank, I had to hop in there like, nah, bro, don't get on him for his deaths. He's solo tanking. He's being focused, and y'all are not helping him. So then I eventually said, all right, I'm going to stop playing around. And I switched to Groot. And he still ended up like 10 deaths in. He was still our ace, and halfway through, he was still our ace. 10 deaths in, he ended up as the MVP, and even he was complaining. 15 deaths later, yeah, 15 deaths later, you are the MVP because you are the tank absorbing all the damage for everybody else that's scared to die on a video game. Let's keep going though, real.
As a tank, Groot is 1v1ing with a tank. Groot puts his walls behind him, which is why the other team needs a Punisher, Squirrel Girl, or somebody to focus Groot walls so that the healers can get heals through. But in that couple of seconds, while that tank isn't getting heals, your team bursts that tank down. So Groot is always going to create space because he takes the space back, and he forces the tank that's fighting him to turn around or to try to maneuver to find space to actually get away from the walls if his team isn't shooting it. So he's going to be creating space easily. The problem with saying your job is to create space is that most people don't know what the fudge that means. What does it mean to create space? How do you create space? It's just a term that people says that you don't know what to do with it, right? Now, as Mag, how are you creating space? You're creating space off of the fact that your sustainability and your ultimate creates space by taking away their pushback, right? So like, let's say a Star-Lord ults a Magneto. Now the Magneto does his ultimate, his little spirit bomb absorption, takes away from that push, which makes it to where then focus that on the other team to try to get a pick or to try to get the Strange on their team to try to move out of position to go block or make the healers on the other team jump back or move out of position, which means that they're no longer healing. Once they jump back, what that means is that your team is now the aggressor. Now you're taking space and moving, but you can't really see it most of the time, but that is what you're doing, right? If you're playing Penny, Penny's going to put down mines, and Penny is going to try to lock down.
Penny's a backline tank, and I don't want to hear anything otherwise. You shouldn't really be trying to push with Penny because you're not able to play in your nest, which gives you your biggest advantage, which is the health. So most of the times when I'm using Penny, I go Penny because we need to protect our healers, especially if somebody's diving with a Black Panther or a Magic. I need Penny. Web them up in this mine nest. Let's keep going though.
Space. And he's not that easy to take space because she's not that tanky. So she's going to be playing behind the objective or corners and locking people down to where if I'm not taking space, you can't take space from me, but I'm also controlling your diving potential and trying to get a pick. Once I get a pick, now I go in with ultimate, harass the middle of your lane to go to the back while my team is forcing down a lot of fire. Why a lot of people can't do stuff well with Penny is because you got to remember, while Penny takes off to go, the healers have to now look down lane, and you got to have it to where your DPS is following up so that she just doesn't get focused while she's disrupting. And then while that is happening, people are going to turn. Your people are going.
And I swear, when I Penny ult, y'all just let me go in and die. Nobody decides, hey, let's go ahead and add some fire on top of the ultimate and make sure we get these kills. No, y'all just let it happen like, oh, the Penny will get them. No, that's not how this works. It is a team shooter. It is a team shooter. We're supposed to be a team. That means help me take them down. I don't care how many kills I get. I want the win. I want the win. Man, yeah. The life of a solo tank is rough. It's a real rough deal on this game. And everybody's afraid to tank. Even when you say, hey, let me get a second tank. They go Mr. Fantastic. They go Mr. Fantastic when you ask them for a second tank.
Solo tanking with Venom means that your team has to be on perfect point. Because now...
You better not try to solo tank with Venom with me. I'll hate your guts. He's not a solo tank. He can't be. He can't be. Most people that play Venom, they're just going to dive into the background and harass healers, which works. But now who's on the front line taking up damage from the people that if they have another tank and Venom's not fighting them, guess what? Now this fight takes forever. And people don't understand what I mean when I'm playing tank and I say, hey, these battles are taking too long. I should not be fighting for 15, 20 seconds of a match and still not get a kill. I shouldn't. What is my DP? If that's what's going on, what is my DPS doing? Somebody shoot a healer. Somebody add some damage on top of what I'm doing. I can't just keep all day. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
People only know the regular strats like, oh, we made him use an ult. Yeah, and then sometimes we'll force an ult out from the opposite team, but then our healer uses an ult. Why would you ult? We now have ult advantage. Now we're back on the same timing as them. Man, if you got a Captain America and the Cap don't want to switch, and he doesn't understand that he's not getting, even if Captain America isn't getting picks, if his distraction isn't strong enough to slow down the heals that the tanks are getting in the...
That's the point. A lot of this 3 healer stuff is going around that I don't like. But guess how you answer that? Just so people can understand. This is how you answer the 3 healer comp. Either Cap or Venom or one other dive. You got to make those healers turn their head. Make them not look front. Make them not look down line. Make those healers have to protect themselves. Make them use a cooldown. That's how you beat that 3 healer comp. A lot of you don't get it. A lot of you think you're just going to solo dive. A lot of you think you're just going to solo dive a 3 healer comp and slay the whole back line. No, you're not going to do that. Especially if those healers back there know what they're doing and how to protect each other and how to stop you. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You're just going to go back there and you're going to feed them. And it's going to be like we're -1 because now we don't have that body on the front line. That's when when they go 3 healers, that's when you got to backdoor them. When I see 3 healers, if I have the opportunity, I go Cap. I don't like playing with Venom. I can't stand Venom for real. When I see 3 healers, I go Cap. And I make sure that I am an absolute terror in the back line. I make sure.
He is not a good Captain America. You could be jumping around. Dude, I'm not dying. I'm holding my shield. I'm not dying, bro. Why aren't you guys moving in the front? Move in the front. Fuck, nigga, you got to understand that your distraction isn't enough for us to warrant the push. So now you got to make a change somewhere. And that's what people isn't understanding. That's why I hate when people jump, hey, I can play tank, but you don't play tank and you don't understand the concept of playing tank at a high level, or you don't understand the concept of what you're really supposed to be doing because it isn't really truly shown or explained to you in that scenario. And it is why a lot of people hate tanks. And it is why I cherish a good tank. When you're a good tank, I appreciate you because you know what to do. You know how to play position. You know how to not play out of field of view from the healer. You know when to push and you know when to back up and you know when to bait and you know what you're going to save your ult for with a counter. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Please, can we just start doing that? Understand how to really gain space and what you're supposed to do as a tank. That's all I'm saying. Please, if you need help, please. I'm on my DPS account. Why is my DPS account having a Lord Thor and a goddamn Celestial Emma and a mag pushing up there?
Because you keep having to switch because nobody wants to tank. Nobody wants to tank. That's why you keep having to do that. And I tried it. I tried it so hard, and I swear, people will see that that 3 DPS has already been picked or 2 DPS has already been picked. They're going to pick the 3rd and 4th DPS, and they're going to avoid tanking at all costs because they don't want the game to be in their hands. You got to understand that most people that play these games are weenies. They're weenies. Whining, crying little weenies that don't know how to switch to counter. They don't know how to actually play the game, and they don't want to be responsible for somebody else winning. They don't. That's why people don't want to tank, because it's too much responsibility. Not only as a tank do I have to take this space, create this space. Now my healers are crying behind me that they're dying. Oh man, now I gotta turn around. I got all this responsibility. What is my DPS doing? Clearly not getting a kill.
I'm supposed to play DPS on this account. I have a main tank account, but I can't do it because I gotta go to tank to save the day. Don't know how to play tank. And I gotta say this before anything else. I gotta say this before I go. I gotta make another complaint about this later. This whole triple healer thing that we got going on. probably one of the worst things ever. We got people at heals. Here's the problem with triple heal. We have a DPS going to healer when they're doing bad who don't even know how to be a good healer. Now, I would rather you at DPS.
I've gone way, way, way over the time that I was supposed to be going. But hey, I'll be uploading this probably sometime around Friday after I am done disseminating other videos. You know I got to bring you your short form content as well. That is it for me today. Go ahead and follow me, like, share, subscribe. YouTube, you see the right. Oh, wrong hand. Right. There. Right there. YouTube, Man Cave Media ENT. We are past 50 followers now, or we are past 50 subscribers now. Amazing. Shout out to my nerd goons. Again, there's probably going to be a rebrand there, but until that time, salutations to my people.